Hello and welcome back to the channel. We are back playing more 100 Defense Line Academy. Today might be a longer episode. I'll probably get past 2 hours today. So let's go ahead and head on out. Recording. Alright. We have to go to the first floor. I guess we're still trying to find Sirei, if I remember correctly. Okay, let's talk to her. You're late. If there's one thing I can't abide is having my time wasted. Don't bother making excuses. Just take me to where you found Eito yesterday. It really seems like something bad happened to Sirei, doesn't it? That's what I intend to find out. Enough talk, lead the way. Whatever you say. Hiruko and I stepped through the wall of fire and made our way to the ruins a short way from the school grounds. Eventually, we arrived at the spot where I fought the invaders the day before. This is it. This is where we found Eito. And according to his story, this was dropped by one of the invaders that attacked him here.
Oh?
There's no doubt about it. This is definitely the badge from Sirei's hat. Did he have some kind of confrontation with the invaders? What was he doing out here? Let's split up and investigate more thoroughly. There may still be clues where we were overlooked. Sure. Investigation time. Nothing here. Trash can. As I continued to search, my eyes fell on a little plastic trash can on the roadside. There was nothing special about it, really. Nothing to suggest it didn't belong there. And yet, when I looked at it, I felt a nagging curiosity about what might be inside. I had no grounds to be suspicious of it. No concrete evidence, just a feeling. But I was learning to trust my hunches. Something told me that this trash can was important. I gently lifted the lid. Oh, he's dead. A few hours later. What the? You gotta be shitting me. I don't understand. Why is this happening?
Why is Sirei in pieces?
I don't know. I don't understand any of this. Somebody really did a number on him. I wonder who was responsible for this. Isn't it obvious? Only one person who could have done this. And that person is you, or you, or you. Sirei was killed by one of us. What? No way. I don't think any of us could have done it. Remember what Sirei said that one time?
Nah!
Don't you dare lay hands on your superior officer, soldier, or do you want me to detonate the bomb I implanted in you? Or it could have been a lie. Well, yeah, he did say that. No way any of us could have hurt him then. Oh man, no non-stop debate this time, huh? Quit trying to drag us into your killing grain fantasy. So then, it must have been the invaders, right? That seems to be the only explanation. My guess is that some invaders made it into our... My guess is some invaders made it onto school grounds and killed Sirei. Then they took his remains and discarded them in the ruins beyond the wall of fire before we could notice he was gone. Why would they do that? At some point while they were handling the body, the badge on his hat must have broken off and gotten stuck on one of them. They snuck in without anyone seeing them? Are the invaders even capable of sophisticated tactics like that? No, because the alarm would blare if they got through. From what we've seen so far, there are different types of invaders. Maybe some of them are built for stealth. But if they can't do that, why haven't they snuck in and killed us all already? I mean, the alarm didn't go off or anything, exactly. Getting past the walls of flames is one thing, but getting in and out without the defense system radar detecting them too? What could do that? It almost sounds like a ghost. A ghost? That thing, or person, or whatever that I saw on the roof. Could he have done it? Now that I was thinking about it, the day after I saw the ghost boy was the day Sirei went missing. That couldn't be a coincidence. So we're gonna tell him? Now we know for sure Sirei isn't coming back. What do we do now? Will we still get home after 100 days, or...
Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Unauthorized personnel detected on school grounds. Defense mode initiated. All available troops prepare for battle immediately.
Seriously? This mean what I think it means? It's an enemy attack. Oh dear, what a terrible timing. Eric, no way, why now? It just goes to show they won't attack when it's convenient for us, quite the opposite. If the invaders really are the ones who destroy Sirei, they may have chosen to attack now because they know we're vulnerable. So what do? No one's asking us to fight, but should we? Ain't nothing else we can do. If they get inside, we're all dead. But if it was Sirei's job to take the lead and organize us and stuff, there's no way we could win without him. No, we can win. We have to. If we want to survive, we have no other choice. Right. That hasn't changed. It's not a question of it or how. We fight or we die. That's all there is to it. I'll take over Sirei's role for now. Follow my orders and I'll work something out. Whoa, hold on. Why do you get to be in charge? Because I'm the most qualified for the job. I'm not happy about it either, but it's a matter of necessity. Like hell, I'm letting you push me around. Enough. The invaders will be here soon. Anyone who can fight, follow me to the war room. Yeah, boy. Let's do this. Can I get a reward if I kill the most dudes? Fine, but I'm doing this my way. Takamura and Darumi took off a run towards the war room. In contrast, the rest of the group, over half our total members, remained here where they were. I see, even when our lives are most at risk than ever, you're determined to remain on the sidelines. It's not like we don't want to help, it's just... You're going to regret this. Huh? Obviously, if we fail, you're going to be killed along with the rest of us, but even if we survive this battle, you're going to regret not fighting. You're going to regret not joining the fight. I guarantee it. Hiruko's words sounded like they were more than they did a threat. After pausing a moment to let them sink in, she also left. I guess we're heading on out to the war room. I know we can't fast travel. Cool. Should I get going too? I'm past hesitation at this point. I have to fight. It's the only way for me to survive. I'm not dying here. I need to make it back to Karua. Karua. That's her name. Can I fast travel now? Yep, I still can't go to the arcade and upgrade my shit, but yeah. Alright, let's get started. Does everyone understand what they have to do? Oh, I know. We go on the adrenaline-fueled killing spree, cutting down friend and foe alike. Admirable enthusiasm, but I need you to confine your attacks to the enemy, though. Remind me again why you're calling the shots now? I'm the strongest one here, and unlike you, I have brains as well as brawn. Can't hit girls. You sure you're not really a dude? Now would be a really great time for you to crack your egg and take a pounding. I seen this on Twitter. This is obviously one of those translators taking liberty. The only time I have ever heard the term egg cracking was like a Discord leak where like deviants were like getting off on the idea of like confusing kids and then sending them like bathtub made chemicals telling them it was HRT. So I don't feel comfortable hearing that word. It was the only time too, either that or like a comic of like extreme violence of coming out of the shell, their egg they cracked, and then just going on a killing spree. So it's someone on the translation team is a bit of a nutcase, probably. All right, come on. This is no time for us to fight amongst ourselves. We have to get onto the battlefield before the invaders get here. I wonder if we pull off some sick finishing moves. I want to pull out an invader's heart and show it to him before they die. Flawless victory.
If you're all ready, then let's begin. Initiate defensive battle.
Oh shit. Alright, and eliminate all enemies. Got it. So I got 3 waves.
Full throttle.
That's nice. Let's go all the way out.
Let's give it to him.
This one.
Good to go.
Here we go!
All right, let's get.
My turn.
Do this.
All right. Ready when you are.
Enter defense stance.
Not gonna cut it.
Then turn. Yep.
Let's do it to it!
Take out 4 there, or take out 4 this way. Do this.
Now then, to business. Out of my way. They may be disgusting monsters, but their insides certainly are a pretty color. And the way their brains splatter everywhere when you crush their skulls. It's like poetry in motion.
Are you gonna be a serial killer?
You do realize how creepy you sound, right?
I got.
Say when. Ready when you are.
Let's get you the hell out of here.
This is bad. I can still fight.
Here we go! Take that!
Let's freaking go.
Out over here.
Hardly a challenge. Die!
You out.
Oh, satisfied. I can still fight. Take
You
this!
out.
Broken so soon.
Let's do this.
Him out. That's wave 1 done.
Nothing beats the feeling of trampling them beneath my feet.
I still can't believe how strong you are, Hiruko.
Yeah, you're totally OP! You rocking some elite hacks or cheat codes or what?
I'm in a good mood today, so I'll tell you. The truth is, I've been fighting these monsters a lot longer than the rest of you.
What?
Yeah, what?
I didn't know they were called school invaders at the time. All I knew was that they were a threat to the Tokyo residential complex, and that it was up to me to stop them.
Were you using hemo anima at the time?
By the time we were brought here, I already had plenty of experience killing these things. It still never gets old, though.
You really fought him before?
You're like the OG invader exterminator!
Wait. You mean they attacked the complex before? And you fought them off every time? How did all that happen without anyone noticing?
Maybe people did notice. Maybe it was covered up. I didn't really let details like that bother me.
Is that why people get thrown into the shelter? Because they always get attacked?
Maybe you shoulda.
The day Kirua and I got dragged into all this, that wasn't the first time the invaders appeared. Just how long has this war been going on anyway? And how have the people in charge kept it a secret for so long?
Hey guys! Looks like we've got company!
That's enough talk. Let's swat these bugs before they get out of hand.
Right.
Let's give it to him.
Got healed again. All right, let's see. That's 3. We can take out 4 that way. Do that.
Let's go. Ready when you are.
Let's do this.
Gotcha. Take care of the rest.
Time to move. I'll chop you to pieces.
That one.
Ready whenever. Time for battle. Take this.
You out.
Broken so soon.
Full throttle.
You over here.
Rev it up.
Attack
Let
there.
it rip. Full throttle.
Attack there. And turn. And then we just have that guy to deal with now. And I'll have you take him out.
Let's do it to it! Stab, stab, stab!
That was easy.
We made it through somehow. Even without Sirei's help.
It was
Guess
really
we're
helpful,
starting
but
to get the hang of this hemo anima stuff. Doesn't hurt that we basically can't die either. I could get used to this immortality stuff.
now would they be at the end of the way? Would our team be put back together if some of us died? Because I know some of us get healed when it ends.
That was a little too easy, though. Is this really all they've got?
Guys! Guys! Look over there! A new challenger is approaching!
The commander.
What? Like another monster? What the? But that's a human.
They're coming right this way. Wonder what their deal is.
Could they be an invader as well? I've never seen one with a regular human physique, but it's not out of the question.
Could it be someone from the complex, though? They might have gotten lost and wandered into all this by accident.
How'd they get past the wall of fire then? Is it true? Could that person really be from the Tokyo Residual Complex?
What do we do now? We can't attack if there's a chance they're just a normal person, right?
I'm actually starting to miss Sirei. He'd know what to do for sure.
But he's not here. We're going to have to work things out for ourselves.
Alright, everyone stand back. Leave this to me.
Are you gonna get killed? Takamura took a deep breath and then...
Hey! Who are you? Whose side are you on? You one of us? Or one of them?
We're just asking questions.
I shouldn't have expected anything too complex. from
Exactly.
you.
Oh, look! Look!
They put their hands up.
See? They understood what I said.
Is it gonna be a false surrender and they're just gonna cut off Takamura's head?
We can communicate like normal. They've got to be human.
Maybe. We can at least get a little closer and try to talk more. It doesn't look like they're armed, so we should be okay.
Kudu kuzo, dipifuku vatu, pameshniku jetu vudu petu. Heaven and shook.
Is that Nemo Anima?
What the? Is that the enemy commander?
Hiruko, can you get out of this?
Don't bother me. I'm trying.
Oh, we got a new teammate. Oh, he's finally joining the fight.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not here because I suddenly believe everything Sirei told us. But something you said got through to me, Takumi. Even if we disagree on some matters, we're still friends.
We barely known each other for a week, dude.
I can't begin to tell you how happy I was to hear that. It's been a long time since anybody thought of me as a friend.
You're probably gonna be easily manipulated then.
And friends should help each other out. Isn't that right? That's why I've decided to fight too. I found something that I want to protect. I won't just stand by and let my friends get hurt anymore. I'll fight alongside you, and we'll all make it home. Together.
Okay, Makoto.
Ah! Too many cheesy lines. Too much power of friendship. When did this turn into a shonen anime?
I'm on Rumi's side on this.
Now that's what I'm talking about! I agree, though. That speech was totally lame.
Great work, Eito. I knew you'd come through.
Sorry it took me so long, but I fully intend to make up for lost time. I won't pretend I'm not scared, but I'll be okay. When I think of how you're all counting on me, I feel courage welling up inside. True friendship. I guess this is what it feels like.
Are you gonna be the Nagisa of the group, but instead of hoping it'd be about friendship, Nagito, not Nagisa. Yeah, I'm not crazy about the Koni species either.
Now we're back in the game and got another fighter on our team. That commander's going down.
Right. The invaders aren't getting through us.
Getting the jump on me is something I can't forgive. I'll make them regret it. With every fiber of their being.
Yes! To protect the ones we love, so we can all return home together. We will fight!
This was getting painful. He's speaking some type of Elvish too, so. Oh. Oh, allies annihilated, barriers destroyed. Got it. Okay, so what are you good at, pal? Gain random buff after taking action.
Guess it's my turn.
Eito is the attacker who gains a random buff with each action. He will randomly gain +1 attack, +1 armor, or fatigue from a specialist skill, Specialist Fortune Telling. Judge, mow down the enemy in front. It's the attack of 3 points. Okay, I don't know how I'm gonna use you, but
Let's go!
Hauling ass!
I'm gonna go with the usual. Have you go out like that.
Let's give it to him!
No.
We better get moving.
Your special. Consume voltage and attack a voltage to activate special attack. Inflict stun on user. Like usual. Okay. So if I do this. Oh. I can do this? Oh. Wipe out a whole section, right? Would he be a good use for that? Gonna wipe out a whole. I might switch over to controller in my next episode. Here we go. I could take out all these guys. Might as well.
Allow me to take them down. I'll leave the rest to you.
Right
Here we go!
here.
Seriously depressing.
Take
Let's
this.
go!
Let's go.
My turn.
Move you over here.
Ready whenever.
Defensive stance. Enter. I swear, Takamura really is the MVP of the group. Let's see. What do we do here?
Say when.
Say when. Okay, let's go ahead and do this.
There!
Full throttle!
5, 6. Do this.
My turn. Out of my way. How unsatisfying.
Still can't
Let's
review.
go!
Should I? This, I guess. Yeah. Oh, whoa, 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 no, 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 get away from that.
Now then, to business. Ready whenever. How's this? Broken so soon. Time to move. Out of my way. How unsatisfying. All right, let's get started.
Here we go. Let's do this.
Do this.
Let's give it to him!
That.
I guess it's my turn.
Ready when you are. Good to go. Gotcha.
It doesn't take on a MP either. Okay.
Yes, leave it to me. Here we go!
Oh, he's back away. Is he healing himself or buffing himself? I can't tell.
I'm ready whenever. Allow me to trim down their numbers.
It's killing game time! Uh-oh! Dead already!
Hauling ass!
Time for battle. How's this? Not bad.
Good turn. Attack him.
We better get moving. Here we go!
Give up. That all you got? It's all right.
Time to move. I'll chop you to pieces.
I'm in trouble.
Let's do this! Hauling ass!
I can keep. It's not over yet.
All right, let's get started. Take this.
I'm not done yet.
I can keep going.
Ready whenever.
Not there yet. I'm putting it all on the line!
Just put him down, I guess.
We beat it this time, right?
No, we didn't die.
It's back to its humanoid form. It's probably used up all its power. Speaking of which, didn't the commander's power seem a lot like our hemoanima?
You noticed that too, huh? And it's not like it just has a kinda similar vibe either. It's practically the same thing.
What makes the commander so special? Wish Sirei could have told us about this. It was bad enough when they were just freaky monsters, but now we gotta deal with the ones that look like us and have the same powers too?
Might as well put it down while we're at it.
Hiruko, do you know anything about this?
No. I never saw a human-shaped invader back home. In this case, I'm just as ignorant as you are.
So much for that idea.
So, what do we do with this one? We beat it, but it ain't dead yet. Mozokuze.
Still speaking
it-
gibberish too.
Talking?
Hey, what you trying to say? You understand us, right? Speaking human talk.
Sujupi. Sedudumak.
I think it's begging for mercy.
It wants us to spare its life.
Gabeguk. Tude você.
Gobbledygook. Eito might be right. We couldn't understand the commander's word, but his breathing was ragged and his voice sounded frightened, desperate even.
Hurry up and kill it.
What?
Was I not clear? We are at war. This is one of our enemies. That's all we need to know. Trying to understand or sympathize with it is just a waste of time. Somebody kill it so we can finish up here.
But...
If you're not gonna do it, then I will. Step aside.
Well, I struggled to put up what I was feeling into words. Hiruko spoke with a sense of confidence and determination as she approached the fallen commander. Performing a finishing blow on a commander and absorbing their power will boost your skills and voltage rate. Guess I can only select her to do it.
Alright. Let me do it. Exquisite.
Hiruko's hemoanima was boosted. Special attack +1, voltage gain +10. What just happened? Did you absorb its power?
Oh.
Something like that. I don't know exactly how it works, but I feel stronger now. Sometimes it seems like there's nothing hemoanima can't do. Just what is that stuff anyway? I don't know. I just try to make the most of it. And check out the body. It's shriveled up like a mummy or something. Is that what happens when they lose their power? What a tragic end. Don't pay it any mind. There are enemies. Remember that. Why was the commander's power so much like ours, though? Who knows? It's just one of those damn mystery after another around here. And now we can't even ask Sirei any of it. Why not? Is he still missing? Oh, right. You were totally out of it by the time, so you don't know. Know what? What happened? It's like this. I still got an S rank. What? No way.
Sirei's dead? How? When I found that piece of his badge, I figured something must have happened. But I never expected it to be this bad. Who could have done this?
It's thanks to that clue you gave us about where we were able to find Siri.
Hey!
I just wish it had been like this. But what about the agreement we had with him? He said we'd be allowed to go home after 100 days. He was going to tell us the truth about everything. Now we'll never find out why we were chosen or what's being kept in the defense room. I thought you were against believing anything Siri told us. I was, but once I saw there was no other way of getting back to the complex on our own, I realized there must be some truth in what he said. Whatever he was going to tell us next, I'm sure it would have been worth hearing at least. Maybe he's got a spare, like another body that's whoever's controlling him can jump into. If he did, he'd have done that already. Right, I'm sorry. I have to be put into solitary confinement for asking stupid questions. We're basically no better off than we were before. Are we really supposed to sit around with no one to tell us why we're here or what we're doing? There's not a lot else we can do. We've proven pretty definitely we can't get home on our own. Besides, we're fighting to save mankind and all that shit. We can't just quit and let the whole world go to hell. That's if the explanation wasn't a lie. We never got the chance to hear the whole truth. Whew, what a pickle. Sounds like we're going around in circles again. Can I be excused? It's been a rough day, and I need my beauty sleep. You're part of this too, you know. You didn't even do anything. You didn't even you didn't even do anything today. A good night's sleep might help us see things more clearly. At any rate, it's getting late. We're all tired. I'll tell you the truth after. To tell the truth, after everything that's happened today, I'm starting to feel a little unsteady on my feet. That was a pretty fierce battle. So we're calling it here for today? Yes, I think that would be best. I'd like to some time to process all of this. We're done talking then? Sweet. I kind of turned out after the first few minutes anyway. Having successfully made it through our second battle in defense of our school, we went back to our rooms to rest up. I collapsed onto my bed and lay there, staring at the ceiling and pondering the same question over and over. Defend the school for 100 days and return home, that's what Siri said. But now that he's gone, was there anyone left to hold up to the end of the deal? When our time was up, would someone else show up and take us back to our old familiar residential complexes? Will I really get to see Kurua again?
Huh?
Was that my doorbell? Who would it be at this hour? I got to my feet and opened the door. Standing out just outside was a familiar face. Oh, hey, Eito. Sorry to disturb you. I know it's late.
Huh?
Oh, hey, Eito. What's up? Nothing. I just wanted to say thank you. With all the craziness today, I never got a chance to tell you how grateful I am. You're exaggerating. If anything, I should be thanking you for bailing us out of when the commander had us pinned down. You saved my life, Takumi. I'll never forget what you've done for me. Seriously, it's fine. You don't have to go all out dramatic on me. I'm not very good at making friends, so I tend to spend a lot of time in my own head. Maybe that's made me a little stubborn. But thanks to your actions, I've managed to realize something very important. Sometimes it may seem like we're all alone in the world, helpless to fight back against the forces that control our destinies. But the thing is, we're not alone. Not really. As a group, we can accomplish so much more than we can as individuals. There's no hardship we can't overcome so long as we have each other. This is painful. This is like Makoto too. It's not that I disagree with everything he's saying, but it's so awkward hearing it spelled out like that. I don't know how I'm supposed to respond. And then there's Hemo Anima. If we think of it less as a weapon and more as a tool to protect one another, then maybe it's not so bad after all. Yeah, I guess not. I may not know what the right thing to do is yet, but I hope we can figure it out together. By combining our strength, our skills, and our knowledge, I'm sure we can make it through this. This guy is just so painful to listen to. I'll fight alongside of you from now on. Whenever you need me, I'll be there. You can count on me, Takumi. Having said this piece, Eito extended his hand towards me, an explicit smile on his face. Shaking hands at this point felt a little redundant, not to mention overly formal. Embarrassing as it was, I so appreciated the gesture. I grasped his hand and gave it a firm shake. Thanks, same here. Alright, I just wanted you to know, thanks for hearing me out. Excuse me, I think I should go. I'm starting to feel queasy again. You shouldn't have pushed yourself like this. Go get some rest. I think I'll do that. Sorry for keeping you up so late. Good night, Takumi. I'll see you tomorrow. Yep, see ya. Fighting for our friends. As corny as it sounds, Ito's right. Things are pretty bad right now, but at least we still have each other. We just have to remember that. Now we're all alone. That we're not alone. Is this how everyone in Danganronpa 2 felt every time they heard Nagito go off about hope? Like, you hear that, you hear Nagito go off about hope, but you kind of laugh and chuck out, like, okay, this is going to be exciting. You hear him to do it about friendship and stuff like that. You're like, this is the most painful thing to listen to. And so, our 7th day at the last Defense Academy, the day of our second real battle here, drew to a close.
Up and at 'em, troops! Time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 8th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy.
I don't think he's really dead, right?
Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness. Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy.
Even with Sirei gone, his automated announcements kept playing like nothing changed. We'll need to discuss what to do from now on, now that we're on our own. I should go to the cafeteria and meet up with everyone there. I'm sorry if you hear me stumbling on these words a lot. I'm used to more reading in my head than I am reading out loud, so... Alright, I can fast travel. Do we want to talk to him? No. You know, let's talk to him. Where is he? He said he's in south, right? So she'd be one of these. Oh, there he is. Hey. Maybe this is a dumb question, but do you think there are any animals around here? If there are, I hope we're not frightening them or destroying their habitats too badly. You know, I never really thought about it. The only living things I've seen since we got here are the invaders. So, Shuma, if you're concerned about that stuff, you must really like animals, huh? Yeah, I guess so. I enjoy spending time with them and learning more about them and stuff. Oh, that's cool. I like animals too. Really? You're a fellow animal lover, Takumi? Oh no, that means you have something in common with me. I'm so sorry. Don't worry, I'll keep this a secret. The last thing you need is to find yourself being lumped in with a creepy little flatworm like me. Quick, you'd better leave before anyone sees us together. I'll disappear into the background too. I'm good at that. Here, I thought I'd find something that would make him open up and relax a little. His inferiority complex is even worse than I thought. Another day, another delicious meal. How can you eat at a time like this? What better time is there? Now that Sirei is gone, we can enjoy any food we want, anytime we want. This taco rice set meal is simply delectable. I've never eaten a rice this fluffy before. That's the part you're enjoying? It's even better if you put whipped cream on top. It really gives a dish an extra layer of sweetness. That's gross. Does taco rice need to be sweet? Our conversation was interrupted by Hiruka clearing her throat, just loud enough to demand our attention. My apologies for spoiling your fun. How could you listen to me for a moment? I have an important announcement to make. say. What is you wanted to tell us, Hiruko?
Oh.
It's about our future plan. I'm assuming nobody has come up with anything yet. Yeah, I didn't exactly like Sirei barking orders at us, but without him, we really don't have a lot of direction. Eito proved we can't escape on our own, so why don't we just cut loose and do whatever? But we can keep fighting and see who gets the biggest killing streak. Loser has to slit their wrists right across their stomach. Are they cutting their wrist or their stomach? Never mind, I don't want to know. Why are we even talking about this? If the school falls, mankind is sent for. We gotta stay and fight, commanding officer or not. Takumi really is best bro. We don't know that for sure if it's true, or if we'll just still get home when the time's up. We'll be in big trouble if we have to stay here forever. Sharing a living space at the bottom feeding parasite like me is sure to depress you. I wonder how mankind is going to be wiped out exactly. Hard to say. Let's have something to do with whatever's in the defense room, though. Sirei could have had the courtesy to tell us that much before he got himself killed. I'll be taking charge of the school in Sirei's absence. Follow my orders and we'll be fine. Huh? Hiruko spoke in such a matter-of-fact way, slipping it into a conversation casually. I didn't even register what she said until a few seconds later. Wait. What? You're going to what? I said I'll be taking charge of the school in Sirei's absence. If you follow my orders, we'll be fine. Oh, hell no. Why's it gotta be you? We need a leader to help organize us, to give us a purpose and direction. Without proper discipline, we'll never win the war against the invaders. The war? I've told you time and time again, this is war. We can't afford to lose. For the sake of victory, you'll have to cast aside any and all unnecessary sentiments. Are you the one in charge of Sirei, and you're just hiding amongst us? Explain why your level is so high up and why you can just take over the school like that. Hold on, for the sake of victory, you have to cast aside all unnecessary sentiments. Hope, despair, fear, joy. You don't need them anymore. You don't need to know why we're here or what we're protecting. You don't even need to think. You just do as I say and fight. Just fight. The invader attacks are gonna only get worse from here on out. We need to be at our best and match them blow for blow. That means everyone here must fight. If you want to make it out of this alive, you'll have to be willing to put your life on the line. Risk your life and to save your life. Kill others that may survive. That is what it means to be at war. Nobody had to respond to that. Hiruko's stance was an extreme one. There was no doubt about it, but nothing about it stood out as wrong either. Given the extreme circumstance we're in, it might even be the most logical way for us to proceed. Violent, heartless, but logical nonetheless. There you have it. That's how things are going to work from now on. You may resume your meaningless prattle. Now that I'm in charge, you may rest easy. I will not allow us to lose. The cafeteria fell silent in the wake of the bombshell of an announcement. We didn't have the heart to make small talk anymore. The atmosphere was just too oppressive. Eventually, our new leader said she wanted to go out and think through some new battle strategies and left us here alone. Feeling deflated, we gradually dispersed and went back to our rooms. Hiruko in charge. I can't imagine anyone else could keep us all in line, but still. All that stuff about not thinking and just following orders doesn't sit right with me. I feel like surrendering all control to her would be a bad idea. I need to do something to take my mind off all this. I've got plenty of free time. Maybe I'll just wander around and look for something to do. Now, the commander guy was using hemo anima. I'm starting to think that the 100-day limit is a lie. It might be like a sacrifice almost. Like we get a couple of buffed up students, And then after the 100th day, they turn into a commander, and that has to be put down too. It's the only thing that makes sense to me, honestly. Can't hang out with you yet. What do I need? My report card. Let's go in the report card. What we got? Report card. Grade. Logistics. Math. Gym. Let's go hang out with the roomie. Let's go to training room first. We gotta upgrade our weapons. Upgrade class weapon. Yep, upgrade out of my way. I need gym 2 for that. I need math of 3 to upgrade her. I need logistics of 2. I need a math of 2 for that. Might as well, because I mean, who else am I gonna upgrade really? Now, should I go out? Like, I really don't see it unless there's no party limit to a defense. I don't see a reason to use Eito. Like the roomie can take out people in range, and she gives us static. Takamura is literally just a mobile tank. I don't think I can take myself out of this. If I would, I maybe. And Hiruko is just our heavy hitter, so it's like, what purpose do you serve if we do an expedition, Eito? Like maybe maybe later there might be other people I can swap out with. Like maybe there's a ranged guy who does healing, and I could swap out them with the roomie. But I don't think I'm ever gonna be taking Takamura out. I don't think I'm ever gonna be taking Hiruko out unless there's someone who can do more damage than her. But right now, like Eito seems the most worthless at the moment. I'll be right back. Sorry about that moment of silence there. I am back. Hasn't even gone a minute, it looks like. Do I want to edit my video and have like a 2-hour video? I need to edit for like a 1 minute. Probably not. I'm gonna hang out with Terumi, Takamura. This ain't too bad. Let's check him out. Hey, Takamura, doesn't the design of this hallway kick ass? Kick ass? Does it? Really? This design? It's shiny and blinged out, and the art is sick as hell. It's right up my alley, man. Whoever came up with this shit was a real man of taste, that's for sure. But my house is full of gold and totally badass like this hallway. It looked like a bad joke to me, but, well, to each his own. Mobility, endurance went up by 3. Should I hang out with him again? Yep, I got more free time. Let's go hang out with him again. Damn it, somebody's gonna pay for this. Is there another pudding scenario? Why are you so angry, Takamura? Pudding I left in the fridge is gone. Is this a repeat? Oh yeah, it is a repeat. So it is just gonna be repeating scenarios. That's nice to know.
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay. You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then, good night.
Back home in the residential complex, I used to stay up playing video games and watching random videos online until late. I don't have nearly as many things to distract or entertain me now. Once night falls, all I can really do is go to sleep. And so, my 8th day at Last Defense Academy drew to a close.
Up and at 'em, troops! Time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 9th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness. Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy.
It's morning. Hiruko is in charge now, but what does that mean? Are our lives here going to be all that different from before? Anyway, I should head over to the cafeteria. Alright, fantasticals. We have more free time after this?
Huh?
Is it just us today? Yeah, real slim pickings, huh? Is it me, or are the others who are missing? Those cowards who refuse to fight? Yes, that's right. They usually come here in the morning. Why didn't they today? Because I told them not to. They're not allowed to use the cafeteria anymore. Nice. Good. What? Why would you do that? Last Defense Academy exists to protect humanity from the invaders. Anyone who won't contribute to the war effort doesn't deserve to use its facilities. Isn't that pretty harsh, though? They're literal leeches, dude. What are you talking about? The way things are, they'll never come around. It's time to start cracking the whip. I'm not going to let up until they shape up and start showing some spine. Let up on what exactly? You're in no position to be worrying about others. I need you to be ready to defend against the invaders at a moment's notice. Our time is precious. You will not waste it. Is that understood? Without waiting for an answer, Hiruko got to her feet and left, an unshakable confidence as ever. Damn, it's all gonna be all business from now on, huh? This is madness.
Hey!
It does sound pretty Spartan. I'm not sure this is a good idea. Trying to force our friends to fight might only make things worse. Not like they got any excuse to keep hanging back. None of us get any real choice here. It's not like it's like Hiruko said. That's what's being at war's all about. They get you though. I get you though. There's such a thing as going too far. Wonder how else she's gonna put the pressure on them. I have a bad feeling about this. Let's see. We ate the rest of our breakfast in silence. We were all feeling uneasy about what would happen to the rest of the group going forward. Once we were done eating, we went back to our rooms, and we had free time. I'm worried about what else Hiruko might be planning, but it's been a couple of days since the last attack, and I'm starting to get angsty. I prefer not to be sitting around. Free time! Okay, what do we got? Did she just lock them all in the room? Oh, I can hang out with you. Do I want to hang out with him? It looks like I still get the same thing, right? Darumi, I can't hang out with Takamura. Why, I really have to hang out with... let's go. Report card. Let's check our report card. I want to upgrade... I want to keep upgrading my gym so I can upgrade Takamura's attacks. Great, now I gotta choose who I want to hang out with. Fantastic. Let's go ahead and hang out with Eito, I guess. There you are. I don't really want to talk with you. You seem like you're in a good mood today. Did something happen? I hung my laundry to dry on the rooftop fence and it worked amazingly. Everything came out so soft and it smells incredible. Did you send it for fabric softener or something? Nope, I think it's just the smell of sunlight. I've never smelled anything like it in the TRC, as you know, there's no sky there. If laundry day is this nice, maybe our time here won't be so bad after all. I can't believe he's this excited about a good load of laundry. Does Eito enjoy housework? Calculus and analysis went up. The war room is just filled with people who want to hang out, I guess. Hang out with Hiruko. Gotta talk to Hiruko. Hiruko, what are you doing? I've been busy doing administrative work on this computer. Accounting, cleric work. The list never ends. But I have to say, this computer is incredible. Its processing power is so high, it feels like an extension of me. It's as if I found the perfect assistant. I wonder why none of you managed to be so as useful as this computer. Don't compare us to computers. People aren't tools, you know. Instead of whining, maybe think about redirecting that effort to make yourself more useful. If you manage to get as good as this computer, I'll let you serve me personally.
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay. You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then, good night.
It's that time again, huh? Hiruko's plan to pressure the others into fighting still had me worried. She'd already banned me from the cafeteria. What else could she do next? Whatever it is, I hope it's nothing too extreme. Dreading what the morning might bring, I slept into an uneasy sleep, ending my 9th day at the Last Defense Academy.
Up and at 'em, troops! Time to rise and shine!
He's wearing a suit.
Get ready for your 10th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Wow! Look at you guys, making it into double digits. In honor of this milestone, I'm giving you access to the rec room and the leisure lounge on the 3rd floor. I'll tell you all about how they work in person. See you there!
Is this how he just comes back? New facilities, huh? I doubt that in-person explanation is going to happen, though. We've only been here 10 days. It feels like a lot longer. Well, really just getting started. And without Sirei, there's a chance we could be here even longer than 100 days. No, I can't think it like that. I have to believe I'll get through this and go home. Back to Tokyo Residential Complex, back to Karua.
Hey!
It'll all work out somehow. It always does. The morning announcement said the rec room and leisure room have been unlocked now. Maybe I should go and check them out. Third room, rec room, and leisure lounge. That's the war room. Say, I came by to check out the leisure room, but when I saw Hiruko, I figured I'd better back off. It's bad enough dealing with her shit when everyone else is there. I don't think I can handle her on my own. She's pretty hot. Too bad about her personality. That's the infirmary. That's the rec room. Hello. So this is the rec room. Whoever built this place really did think of everything. It's one of the most normal places I've seen here. To be honest, it's not hard to imagine a fancy academy having a room like this. It's not too hard to think an academy would have a casino in their school. Hey Takumi, you're scoping out the rec room too, huh? I thought this would be a fun place to hang out for sure. It It's a major disappointment though. There's no edgelord manga or misery porn anime or hardcore eroges or anything. It'd be more worried if there was. Are we even going to be able to use some of the equipment now that Siri's not here to tell us how it all works? Don't worry, he left behind the manuals and stuff. Eito's reading one right now. I'm not so great with all those big words or small ones or phenomenal awareness in general, really, and don't even get me started on my poor focus and lack of vocabulary. She's surprisingly thorough in her understanding of her shortcomings. Eito is intently scanning the pages of the book. I wonder if he's figured anything out. Is that one of the manuals? What's it say? It seems to be for the device over there. Oh, that? What exactly is that? It doesn't look like any machine I've seen before. According to this, it's called a Giftomatic. A Gifo what now? Let me read the introduction from the manual. True to his name, the Giftomatic is used to manufacture presents, clarability, donations, and other doodads. Step 1. Select an item from the machine extensive database. Step 2. Insert the acquired materials. Step 3. The item you requested pops out and whole and complete. Take advantage of this miracle of modern ingenuity in expressing your gratitude and affection towards your comrades and strengthening the aspirate decoups. That's the size of it. Gift making machine. Kind of a weird idea, isn't it? Perhaps, but assuming it actually works as advertised, it's pretty impressive. It looks like I looked at the list of available items. It can make clothes, shoes, household goods, and even more complex stuff like auto parts and high-spec electronics. How about gory movies or games that were banned from being too extreme? Yes, exactly. Seriously? It really is extensive. It sounds like magic or alchemy, maybe. I wonder how it works. Then again, the Revival-matic is just as much of a mystery, and that hasn't stopped us from using it. Yeah, I guess not. Do you think giving gifts would help to alleviate some of the tension around here? I don't know. The difference between the fighter and the non-fighters are a little too deep-seated to resolve that easily. You're probably right. What a pity. Gift making has been unlocked. You can access it during your free time. Now, would this just increase the amount of stats we get when we hang out with someone? My leisure lounge. Whoa. This must be the leisure lounge. Looks like a nice place to relax. It's got a pool and everything. How is there a waterfall on the 3rd floor? It's like a smoke. Is this like a pool hot tub? I like it. Huh? Not you. I'm talking about the room. Yeah, I figured that much. You wouldn't refer to me as it, would you? It's important to take time and rest and recover. Too much work can have a negative impact on your health. I'm pretty sure she would refer to you as an it also. Huh, that's surprising. I guess even Hiruko likes to let her hair down every now and then. Wipe that expression off your face. You can look at me like that all you want. I'm not getting into that pool with you. What? What kind of expression do I have? I prefer to relax on my own. Please understand. That's fine with me. I feel like leisure time with Haruko would just descend into an extensive training session anyway. Okay. I think I've looked at all the new rooms I have access to now. Maybe I'll just go back to my room and think about what to do next. Now, is the leisure room also going to be used to hang out with people and boost their stats? Like, I don't see the point of having this unless something major is going to happen in this room. A rec room and a leisure lounge. Honestly, I'm not sure how much chance we'll have to use them. What kind of other rooms does this school have that we don't know about? Maybe we will get to see them. So I'll have some free time today. What should I do? Free time! A rec room has been unlocked. You can now make gifts. By giving characters preferred gifts, your student activities will further boost... Okay, that's what I knew. Give your classmates different kind of presents and find what they like best. You'll need BP materials to make gifts. In addition, you will need key items to make certain gifts. Key items can be obtained in treasure chest spaces throughout the story. Okay, let's go to the God, you guys are still just doing nothing, huh? Rec room. Splatter movies. A movie where monsters attacks people when a certain date and day of the week line becomes a series after blowing up. Book cover, glasses stand, folk song compilation, milkwood, pretty shell. Dear sister, I wonder who I could give this to. I wonder. I wonder if Darumi will like this. A sturdy thin rope made from hemp, resistant and unlike to twist. It can be used to hang all sorts of things. Torture restraints? What do I need for that? They look more like butt plugs, honestly. Comb, dumbbell, yoga outfit, men's swimsuit, women's swimsuit. Kako mini standee. Arsenic standee made from a picture of Kako. Why would this be registered in Gibdomanic? Crystal ball. A crystal ball for fortune telling. Some are actually just glass. If you got a good arm, you could also try throwing it. I get where you're going for that. 11037, right? A fully automatic and tactical visual learning. Just hope you don't run into one at night. Now, Monokuma was originally supposed to be a model, like an atomic model, and they changed it to a bear. Sirei is supposed to be like a resemblance to an atomic model as like a reference to that. Iron Maiden, a piece of decor resembling an instrument of torture. The spikes are dull, and it's safe to use. A lot of this seems like stuff that would be really good for Darumi. So much gifts too. Come on, a type of gag can be used to torture or to fulfill some kind of fetishistic urge. Like, I'm going through this, all I see things like, oh, this Darumi would like this, Darumi would like that. Rebel pudding. I think I know who would like that. Graphic novel set. History of Mankind. The history of book covering the birth, rise, and achievements of humanity also offers a glimpse into human conflict. Let's make this. But it takes time? Oh, okay, because I give it right away. Okay, let's give it to Darumi. It really does sound like Melissa Fawn. Creativity went by too early. Each character has their own preferred items. Gifting these will maximize the increase of your grades. You can check the character's preferred items in the report cards, and you'll be given hints to as student activities. This is the first time bonus of any guess you make for the first time, so gather up those hints. Okay. So thank you for giving me this thing where it shows clearly that Hiruko likes celebrity food. Thank you. Free time. I think I'm going to use this to go exploring. Yeah, report card. Let's go to report card real quick. Commander absorption. Okay, so it's alright. That was just from 20 points? That's insane. Okay, let's go to entrance hall. What do you mean I can't go? Alright, I guess I'll just go. Let's just go to the rec room. Let's give the roomie more things. Yeah, filter option. Well, that's what she'd like. Would she like the noose? Iron Maiden, maybe? Get a rope to hang yourself.
How do you know me so well? Have you been stalking me?
Logistics went up. Remember, boys and girls watching this, if you want your grades to go up at school, just give a girl a rope to hang yourself
It's
with.
time to hit the hay. You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then, good night.
Now, I don't know if he's actually dead or if he's just goofing about. Oh. One thing concerns me, though. I haven't seen anyone from the non-fighting group all day. I hope they're okay. I doubt Hiruko would stop with the cafeteria. She could have forbidden them from using other facilities as well. What's her next move going to be? With all this really motive them to get them on the battlefield with the rest of us? There's not much I can do for now. I'll just have to see how it goes. With nothing else to do, I got into bed, and within a few minutes I was fast asleep.
Up and at 'em, troops! Time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 11th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness. Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy.
Time to get up. Just as I was hoisting myself out of bed and getting to my feet, something interrupted the quiet morning atmosphere.
Huh?
Sounds like someone's here, but it's quiet. Too quiet. Something doesn't feel right. I should go back to bed then. I took a few hesitant steps towards the door, then took a deep breath and opened up, only to find... Isn't that a mail slot right there? You can just peek through. Oh. The killing game's starting? Hirumi, something wrong? Kyoho, oh Takumi, you sweet summer child, you. You really haven't noticed? I'm exhausted. I can't take it anymore. So hey, you wanna come die with me? Once we're dead, the pain will be gone. We'll finally be at peace. Come on, it only hurts for a second.
Let's just die. Die, 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 die.
Hey, hold on a minute. Just kidding. Man, you should have seen your face. You've been deroomied, brah. I've been juiced? How was it? I totally had you, didn't I? I thought a nice joke first thing would help cheer you up. That was hardly what I call a nice joke.
Hey!
What are you doing here anyway? I'm on a mission for our glorious leader. She told me to get all the non-fighters together in the cafeteria. Really? Hiruko's letting them back in? Yeah, to be honest though, it's kind of a drag. Think you could help me out? Misery loves company, right? Didn't Confucius say that once? You've got a weird way of asking for help, but I guess I can give you a hand. Gracias, muchacho. Now I won't have to go through with my contingency plan. Oh well, as always next time, tell Gaku and Tsubasa what's up, alright? Okay, thanks, bye. Durumi waved goodbye with a cheery smile, completely at odds with the creepy stuff she's been saying. I just have to tell Gaku and Tsubasa to come to the cafeteria, right? That should be easy enough. I better get going. Is she gonna poison the food and just have him killed and brought back and be like, okay, round 2? Tsubasa, here we go. This is Tsubasa's room. After checking the nameplate to make sure, I rang the bell at the side of it. After a little while, the door opened with a clatter. Tokumi, what is it? I'm on the messenger duty. Hiruko wants you all to meet up in the cafeteria. All of us? Even the non-fighters? Yesterday she told us we weren't allowed to leave our rooms. Has she taken that back? She really did lock you guys in? Hiruko said that? She really has been cracking up. She's not the robot though, so shouldn't you just be able to sneak out and go to the cafeteria without her noticing and eat? Like, she doesn't have control of the cameras or anything, does she? Who knows, maybe she wants to apologize. She's been pretty harsh on you guys lately. Come on, you don't believe that. This is Hiruko we're talking about. Yeah, I know. Just so you know, no matter what she does to us, I'm not joining the fight. I can't. You are a waste of space. If I wanted to, I couldn't. That kind of stuff just isn't possible for me. She still looking like she might burst into tears at any moment. Tsubuaka slacked off into the direction of the cafeteria. And Gaku. This is Gaku's room. After a little while, the door slowly opened. Oh, it's just you. What do you want? Hiruko says she wants everyone to meet up in the cafeteria. For real? Us too? What does she want this time? I just know it's nothing good. That girl's got it in for me. And it's not just her either. I bet all of you think us non-fighters are nothing but dead weight. Exactly, yes. No, yes, they are. I said this before, but you guys are the weird ones, you know that? Regular people don't just go from living normal lives to fighting monsters without a second thought. It's called self-defense. I get what you mean, but... Fine, Hiruko wants us in the cafeteria, I'll go. If I don't, I'll only get worse for me, right? Man, oh man, what rotten luck. After severe dramatic groans, Gaku skulked off into the direction of the cafeteria. We're the weirder ones for fighting? Don't go thinking I don't know that. I'm not doing this because I enjoy it. Alright, I've done what Durumi asked me to do. I should head out to the cafeteria with the rest of them. Why is Hiruko getting us all together though? I can't imagine I'm going to like this at all. It really is annoying with them. It's like with Danganronpa, it was like, oh, we don't want to kill each other, and it's like, okay, well that's suitable. But this one, it's like we don't want to commit acts of self-defense and destroy things that aren't human that are trying to murder us. Let's go see what these guys want to talk about first. Are they not on this floor? It says they're here. Oh, there they are. Miss Suzuhara wants to see us in the cafeteria. Yes, Miss Ayami already told us already. Whatever she might say, it won't change our position. My dear sister and I don't mind starving if we have to. But don't worry, sister dearest, we won't have to go hungry for long. I've got it all planned out. Just let me handle everything. Right, okay. Good girl. Now let's go to the cafeteria and see what happens. I must have got it all planned out, huh? I don't like the sound of that. He's gonna murder someone, isn't he? Is he gonna try in something and then she's gonna put him down to show that she's willing to kill anyone who steps out of the line? Alright, everyone's here. I guess I will find out what this emergency meeting is all about. What is Hiruko up to this time? Hey, can we have something to eat before we start? I'm so hungry, I'm getting stomach cramps. Of course, I wouldn't want you to think I'm totally heartless. Here's some disposable chopsticks I found in the trash. Feel free to grill them or have them raw if you prefer. You are totally heartless. Hiruko, please, give them some real food. I can't bear to see them like this. Very well, help yourself to dry bread. 1 per person. Good, back to the dry bread. Just 1 slice each. We may have surplus food supplies in the refrigerator, but that doesn't mean they're unlimited. We need to use our resources wisely. Wasting them on freeloaders would be the same as throwing them away. Freeloaders, come on. They are freeloaders, Takumi. That's fair. I've always been a useless freeloader. Even the air I breathe would probably be used more productively somewhere else. Then why don't you just charge in as a suicide bomber when next time we do a defense battle? Let's move on. You're probably wondering why I summoned you here today. So why did you ask us here? Gaku, Tsubasa, Ima, Kako, and Shuma. The non-fighters, as we're calling you, I've decided you're going to leave the school. Huh? What do you mean leave? You're kicking us out? Kicking you out. What a delightful turn of phrase. Yes, I'm kicking you out. And if you won't leave on your own accord, I'll make you. And that's all I have to say. Why don't you get going and save us a lot of trouble? What? Right now? Hiruko, have you lost your mind? Why would you do that to our friends? Why do you think? We brought him here for one purpose, and one purpose only, to fight. Anyone who can't or won't do that has no place here, so why not get rid of them? If that invader gets distracted by hunting them down in the ruins outside, at least they'll be serving a purpose. As decoys? Try to stay alive as long as you can. The less time the invaders spend on the school, the better. You can't just use us like that. You should have been grateful. I'm giving you a chance to make yourselves useful. Even then, I doubt I'd make much difference. I'll just get stomped on like a cockroach I am, and that'll be the end of it. Hiruko, are you for real right now? You can't go through with this. It's going too far. Don't waste my time with meaningless objections. I'm leading the school now, and what I say goes. Okay, Commissar. Don't think. Don't argue. Just obey my orders. But it's so extreme. Can't you go a little easier on us? You really don't understand the position you're in, do you? Let me ask you a question. Why should we be expected to fight to protect you when you don't do nothing in return? Exactly. Huh? Well, you see, now no excuses. Pack up whatever personal belongings you have and leave. Seriously? Right now? It's such a simple task, it's beyond you. I don't mind helping you along. I'll make you leave by force if necessary. Wait, Haruko, please. This is all too sudden. Can't you give them some more time? Time for what? Well, if you spring this out on the blue of them, the lesson won't really sink in, you know. All right, you've got 5 days. Huh? 5 days. You got until day 16 to make your choice. Fight alongside us or leave forever. Just 5 days? If you do decide to fight, I'll give you the old test on that day instead. I wouldn't want you telling me what I want to hear and going back on it later. What kind of test? You'll find out when the time comes. I think that covers everything. As for the rest of you, remember to stay on guard in case there's an attack today. With her customary brusque attitude, Hiruko said all she had to say and left without another word. This is just too cruel. We're supposed to be comrades, friends. Friends? Yeah, right. I bet you can't wait to get rid of us. Yeah, exactly. That's not true. If we all work together, I'm sure we can get Hiruko to change her mind. Come on, man. You really think she's gonna be back down now? We still have to try. Just let it go, okay? If we're getting kicked out, we're getting kicked out. Nothing we can do about it. So you guys would be ripped apart and killed instead of self-defense against non-humans, against little goblins. Makes no difference if it's now or in 5 days. It's still better than being forced to fight. Are you sure about that? I mean, once you go outside the school grounds. I know. Sheesh, it's bad enough that we're going to die out there. I don't need you reminding me. Whatever, I'm done. This school, this war, this whole saving humanity thing it can go to hell for all I care. My whole life's just been one long string of rotten luck. Why does bad stuff always happen to me? I better end up a billionaire or something in my next life. After everything I've been through, I deserve to catch a break. I agree about kicking them out. if they aren't going to do anything. But what's stopping them from doing whatever they want? There's one girl, like, she doesn't have control of the bombs. She doesn't have control from the cameras, from what we know so far. They could just lock themselves in the room. They can just open this fridge, grab as much like preservatory stuff as they want, and lock themselves in the room. Like, she can't do anything about that, right? Like, if she just kills them, the revival manic is just gonna bring them back as long as they're on school grounds. Like, there's literally nothing they can do. She can do, unless she kills them and throws their bodies outside of the school, and then they're screwed. But like, I see so many ways around this, and he sure is freaking out, huh? I think I know how he feels. Not that I'm putting Gaku in the same category as a sniveling worm like me, but I get what it looks like to be so totally unsuited for combat that you can't even imagine having to fight for your own survival. Even our peaceful modern-day society was too competitive for me. How am I supposed to cope on the front lines of an actual war? Don't talk like that. You can't just give up. I wouldn't call it giving up. I'm just recognizing my limits. Too useless to live, too cowardly to die. It's a miracle I've even made it this far in my life. Well, not so much of a miracle as an unfortunate oversight. This is simply nature's way of correcting it. Yep, Darwinism. Shuma gave us a formal bow and left, making as little noise as possible. Shuma. I get where Hiruko's coming from, you know. It's not fair for us to hang back and let you all do all the fighting. But doing anything else is really out of the question for me. Seriously, it's just not gonna happen. Tsubasa, I think I must have been sent here by mistake or something. It was probably only a matter of time before I got kicked out anyway. That's the same as saying you don't care if you die out there. You know that. Yeah, but at least then it'll all be over. At least then I won't have to deal with all these confusing feelings anymore. I could see tears welling up in Tsubasa's eyes. Before I could say anything to comfort her, she was gone too. We sure do have a lot of Debbie Downers here, don't we? Given the circumstances, I guess that's only natural. He used to be one of us, Mr. Atsuki. Why do you have to betray us and join the ranks of the battle freaks? I don't think I betrayed you exactly. What should we do, brother dearest? Don't worry about a thing, sister dearest. I have a foolproof plan. Do you? Yes, but I'm afraid I can't say any more than that. The element of surprise is a big part of it. You're gonna try and murder someone. Fine, keep your secrets. But you know there's still time to change your mind, right? I don't think so. Even if we do get thrown out here, that hellish wasteland will be a paradise as long as I'm with my dear sister. As such, there's nothing more to discuss. We're going back to our rooms now. Be sure to fight with all your might to protect us from the invaders. The Sumako twins left the cafeteria arm in arm, each wearing a different expression, like a pair of rock and buskin masks. Damn, ain't a single one of them willing to fight, not even to save their own skins.
Hey!
I don't think Haruko was bluffing either. If they don't come around, she'll will force them to leave. We got 5 days. Isn't there anything we can do? She gave us that extension pretty easily, don't you think? Now that he mentioned it, Takumi barely had to say anything to get her to go along with it. Maybe she was expecting us to plead on our behalf. This could be another part of her plan. I think Hiruko wants us to use these 5 days to conceive the others to join the fight. So that's why she agreed to it right after I stepped in. She was planning to give us that time all along. We're all just dancing to her tune. Man, that pisses me off. Don't think like it either. But if we want to save everyone, this is the only way. Okay, but how's that gonna work exactly? None of us seemed like they were gonna budge on this. Yeah, I wonder why they're so dead set against fighting. I can only imagine it must be for personal reasons. In that case, we'll need to get them to share what those are before we can even begin to convince them. But how? Don't seem like they're willing to spill the beans. You're right. We need to get them to open up to us first. I have an idea. Why don't we sneak them some food? Food? Yeah, I'm sure they'll be starving. If we can fill their bellies, there's a chance we'll get them to open up to a little. Tempt them with some bait, huh? Sounds like a plan. At least it's simple. I don't think Darumi or... I don't think there's going to be good guys to try and confide your personal feelings to, dude. Like, this is really a bad plan. So we gain their trust with food and then try to convince them to fight. Sounds like a major hassle. Alright, who do we get to do this? It's obviously gonna be me. Yeah, in response, all eyes in the room turn toward me. I should have seen this coming. Alright, I'll do it. Sorry, but you heard Ima. They already considered me a traitor. I probably wouldn't get anywhere with them. You saved people's lives, and they call you... Maybe we just let them die. I don't know. All this subtlety and planning crap ain't really my thing, and you just know Darumi will only make it worse. Yep. Yay, I didn't even have to come up with my own excuse. We still help you any way we can, of course. Yeah, you can count on us. Not like we got anything better to do. Heck, I'd only reverse my social links with us if we tried to do it all by yourself at this point. Thanks, guys. We've got 5 days. Let's make the most of them. Is this gonna be like a time limit thing we gotta take care of? So it's up to me to convince the non-fighters to start fighting. I'll work something out. I have to keep believing that. After taking a moment to outline our goals going forward, Eito, Takamura, Darumi, and I went back to our rooms. 5 days, huh? Just 5 days to turn everything around. Convincing the whole group right away is probably too much to ask for. I should pick 1 or 2 of them to focus on. Tsubasa, Suruma, Gaku, Kako, and Ima. Those are the 5 I'm trying to persuade. Yeah, I know. Of the list, Tsubasa seems the easiest to persuade, yeah. She doesn't seem as stubborn as the others. If I give her an impassioned plea, she might come around. Okay, the first one we're going to convince is Tsubasa. With that decided, I should head over to her room. I'm sure she's hungry. If I bring her some food, I bet she'll at least hear me out. Now, let's save it real quick, because I don't know if this is going to be like a choose your adventure thing. Because it said there's going to be choices that affect everything. So far, the only choice that I had was, do I save my childhood friend, yes or no? Tsubasa. I rang the doorbell to Tsubasa's room. After a short while, the door slowly opened. What is it, Takumi? Is it Hiruko again? If you don't mind, I just want to be left alone. Actually, I came here on my own. Here, I brought you something. I figured you might be hungry. Are those sandwiches for me? Yeah, I thought we could sit and eat together. It's just that I don't want Hiruko to catch us, so would you mind letting me in? Of course, come on in. Welcome to my room. You beautiful sandwiches. You too, Takumi. What am I, a consolation prize? How are you already... Okay, so we get like a bare wall and you get like this whole engineering room. Like, what is this? This is what I've been missing. I've been craving moist bread since we got here. I never want to see dry bread again, ever again. It makes my mouth feel like sandpaper. She must have been starving. She scarfed the whole sandwich in less than a minute. I'm stuffed. Thanks, Takumi. You're a lifesaver. No, I don't have to eat dry bread today. Have you been living on dry bread since Hiruko banned you from the cafeteria? It's been less than a day, dude. Yeah, the bread is so dry. I had a nightmare last night where I was stranded in the desert. Hey, would it be too much to ask for you to bring over some moist bread from time to time? No problem. I can try to stake some bread or rice balls. Really? But in exchange, would you open up to me? Yeah, open up to you about what? The reason why you won't fight. If you have some reason, I'd love for you to tell me. I should have expected this. Is this the way you want were after from the start? The sandwiches were to bribe me for information. Sorry, Tsubasa. I know I'm taking advantage of your desperation here, but desperate time calls for desperate measures. I just want to understand where you're coming from. Okay, fine. But in exchange, I'm going to want some more moist bread later. She let out a deep, resigned sigh and began to share her inner thoughts. Look, I feel bad about it. I know it's unfair for me to stay here when it's safe while you guys go out there and fight. But fighting is difficult for me. It's a physical thing. What do you mean? Tsubasa? I can't keep it down. Keep it down? When I get nervous, it comes out, and not just a little bit.
Hey!
What comes out? I don't understand what you're... Vomit, dude. puke, I puke, okay? Huh? That's just how I'm built. When I'm nervous, I hurl. Come to think of it, Tsubasa is always retching. Oh yeah, we really needed a flashback for this dude. Thank you very much. That's why if I ever fought the invaders, I turn the battlefield into a sea of vomit. You really want me to get showered by my puke? You would even be able to fight under those conditions? What if my puke got into your eyes? Could you take medicine or something? It's a physical thing, and medicine doesn't help the issue. I've tried all sorts of things since I was little, but none of them work. When I get worked up, it just comes out. Even now, just picturing myself fighting the invaders. Are you okay? Oh god, no. No, I can't keep it. Tsubasa vomited all over the floor. She immediately pushed me out of her room, tears welling up in her eyes. That's a tough thing to live with. She vomits whenever she's nervous. She's right that she won't be able to fight if she's constantly puking. I can't blame her for refusing. There's a chance she'll fight if she can overcome this issue. It didn't seem like she was unwilling to fight. If only I can find a way to suppress her nausea. How though? Puking is... Puking? Eito, how long have you been there? I just came to see if I could help with anything. So, what is it about puking? I hate to air out someone's personal health struggles, but this doesn't seem like something I can solve on my own. Maybe I should ask him for advice. Alright, just keep this between us, but... I proceeded to tell Eito about Tsubasa's tendency to puke. I see, so that's what's making her... That's what she's been dealing with. That sounds tough. Yeah, I want to help her, but I don't know how. She hasn't found a successful remedy on her own, right? In that case, maybe better if we just assume she's going to vomit and plan around that instead. What do you mean? You're gonna fight with projectile vomit? Like, have her bring a high-quality six bag or something. Sick bag, like the bags they use on buses? I suppose if she used the bag when she had to, she wouldn't have to worry about puking everywhere. But does that even make sick bags here? High-quality ones at that? How about using that Gift-O-Matic in the rec room? Gift-O-Matic? Yeah, if they don't have them here, we just need to make them. Seems like it's able to make those things. It's worth looking into. So is that we're gonna need to find a key item so she doesn't vomit? Is that how we're gonna spend the day? Oh, we can just make it right now? A fashionable sick pouch. This looks perfect. Tsubasa is sure to open up if we give this to her as a present. The materials we'll need are string, a plastic bag, and a fashionable pouch. String and plastic bags seem easy enough to find, but the fashionable pouch may prove tricky. If anyone's lucky to have a pouch, it'd be a girl. Maybe I can negotiate a trade of some sort. I'll look for a fashionable pouch if you can handle the string and the plastic bag. And so Eito and I split up together the materials we need to make the sick bag. I'm hoping, so she's an engineer. Okay, now where to start? I guess I'll just ask everyone. I'll ask every girl. I'm hoping that her ability, so there's like a defense strategy game. I'm kind of hoping her thing would be like building walls or like turrets or something. You know what I mean? Give Tsubasa a heartfelt gift to persuade her. Talk to the other characters to gather information about what you should get her. You might need to go exploring to get some the materials you need to make the gift. Give everything you have to persuade Tsubasa. Let's go ahead and save. The Rumi might have a fashionable bag. I don't think Ima's gonna have one. I don't know. My highest vote of confidence will probably be the Rumi. She might even like having a bag full of puke too, now that I think about it. Like, oh, sick! A bag of puke? Where is she? There she is. Rumi, do you have a fashionable pouch? If you could I have it? I don't use them. I dump all my makeup in my bag. I even throw my mirror in there. Raw dog, so I always ends up cutting my finger on the cracked surface. Right, you should be careful. I always imagine all the girls carry around pouches and accessory bags, but I guess that's not the case. I mean, I might not have one, but I got some ideas where you might find a pouch. Really? Back around where we found Eito, I found what looked like a dilapidated cosmetics shop. I memorized where it was so I could maybe pick up something from there later. Can you tell me where it is? I got the general coordinates of the cosmetics shop from Darumi. If I can't find a pouch somewhere inside the school, I'll go check that place for later. So is it... I'm gonna have to use like a skill check to try and find a bag inside the school? Let's ask Keiko. A fashionable pouch? I don't have anything like that. I've never even used one before. Not even once. We don't even carry around bags or wallets. We would only be targeted by robbers if we did. I'm looking at your hair accessory right now, and I would probably mug you if I was a robber, just from the hair accessory. We tie all our valuables to our bodies so they're secure. That's just being street smart. That's being stupid. You'll have enough time to take it from me if they put you down. Yes, we literally keep things on our person. Reminds me of the nights we spent sleeping on the streets. We snuggled up against my dear sister. We were pressed up very close. What kind of horrible struggles did these go through? You can have this piece of string. I recommend you tie your valuables to your thigh. Thanks. I'll do that. Well, I didn't find a pouch. I managed to get some string. Progress, at least. Now, they're both... I'm guessing that they're either LARPing as poor people, or they are poor people and they're twins. Which means this is like a huge... Because homeless twins is literally the backstory of Junko and Mukuro, so it seems like they're doing a lot of signaling to the past games. How's it going, Takumi? Are you getting anywhere with them? Still working on it. I talked to Tsubasa, but it's a little complicated. I have a feeling that she will choose to fight with us. Yeah, bike lovers ain't no cowards. Bike lovers? Dude, Tsubasa likes bikes? I mean, all vehicles, really. She's a huge mech geek. She really knows her shit. Never met a girl who knew more about bikes than me. That much, huh? Apparently, her grandpa runs a workshop. She hung out there every day where she learned to be a mechanic. You know, I vaguely recall her saying something like that before.
I wonder if the workshop's still standing after all that.
Workshop?
Oh, it's just a little garage I run with my grandpa. We mostly just tune up cars, but we do other stuff too. I've always liked tinkering with machines, so I've been watching my grandpa work ever since I was little.
Her grandpa's workshop, huh? I should file this information away. It might help me convince her. By the way, Takamura, you know where I could find a fashionable pouch? A what? Yeah, I knew it was a long shot. Let's go ask our boy. Where the hell is... Oh, she's still in her room? Why do we each have a different signal on our door? And why is Hiruko's a knife? Look, Takumi. I found a plastic bag. Nice one, Eito. One item down. Let's keep this up. Where should we look next? Any ideas? You seem pretty upbeat. I don't know. I'm just having fun. It feels like a treasure hunt. I spent a lot of time in the hospital, so I never got to hang out with friends like this. I mean, we're not exactly playing around here, but whatever. He did find one of the items after all. So I guess we do have to go out to get our bag. Let's see. Well, we got a string and a plastic pouch, but we came up short on the fashionable pouch. Yeah, but I gotta leave where we might find one. According to Darumi told me, there's a cosmetic shop where we found Eito outside the school. We'll go check it out tomorrow. So we just wasted a day looking for a bag. Now we got 4 days, dude. Oh, that was gonna be about to be 3 days. Ready to go on the hunt for a fashionable pouch, Takumi? Yep, I guess we are. Alright. I think I'm gonna end it here for tonight. Once again, if you like, comment, and subscribe, we'll see you next time. I really gotta figure out a way to better end these. Yeah, almost 2 hours. All right, so I'll see you guys next time, maybe tomorrow or the day after. Bye bye.